It's the Weather Xtreme video, the morning edition for Monday, the 2nd of November. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather wet, stormy in spots today, improving weather through midweek and pretty mild, and then the next rain event as the weekend begins. So a lot of things to discuss. Let's dive in. Got a big upper trough west of the state until that axis passes on to the east. Will stay rather wet and unsettled today. That was the way the radar looked early this morning at 5:12, and some pretty good rain falling over northwest Alabama. And the really heavy stuff is falling over parts of east and southeast Alabama down into the Florida Panhandle. That was the radar from Eglin Air Force Base, and a severe thunderstorm warning was in effect at that point. That was at 5:30. Some strong winds coming through Fort Walton Beach and Destin. And there's a wider view, and you can see that there's potential for severe storms east of that squall line down around Dothan and Tallahassee and Apalachicola, where there's a severe weather risk today, especially during the morning hours. Pretty mild. We're in the 60s this morning, 64 for Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston. We'll expect a high around 70 today, and this week will be pretty mild with highs in the mid, maybe upper 70s in spots through midweek. Got a flash flood watch for parts of east and southeast Alabama. This watch is as far north as Talladega, Clay, Randolph, and Cleburne counties, and then counties on down to the south. That includes Montgomery, Auburn, Opelika, Phoenix City, Dothan, Enterprise, and Troy. Does not include Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, or Gadsden. The amounts should be lighter. Other than that, off in the west, I see some winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, in fact, for parts of the mountains, the Sierra Nevadas and California, as they'll be cold and unsettled this week with a big cold trough there, and some fog problems this morning. Houston to Dallas-Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, and Tulsa. That's the convective outlook for today. A marginal risk over southeast Alabama, then over into central Georgia and parts of South Carolina. And tomorrow, no severe weather expected around the nation. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday morning at 7 a.m. And this is suggesting rain amounts of about a half inch for the northern half of the state. And we'll start to get into this next system at the end of the week and as the weekend begins. And that's the next challenging part of the forecast, as you'll see. So let's go through the dailies here. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid today at 12 noon. Yeah, we're back on standard time. You can see that trough coming through here, a big cold trough in the west. And again, we'll see rain at times, especially this morning. This is the HRRR at 3 o'clock today. Still the chance of some lingering showers. I don't think you see any sun today. The most widespread rain this morning, maybe a lingering shower this afternoon. And then tomorrow should be a drier day. We might start the day with clouds. I think the sun breaks out. The high will rise up into the mid-70s. And the dew points stay relatively high. There is nothing to sweep out this low-level moisture. The dew points are going to stay up in the 60s. So really, the chance of rain isn't zero tomorrow. But there's no forcing mechanism for rain, so I guess there could be a shower or two somewhere, but the chance is so small, we've got that out of the forecast for now. Really the same thing on Wednesday. Some sun at times, highs mid, maybe upper 70s. And again, there could be a shower, but nothing widespread. Thursday, the moisture begins to deepen, so I guess we could introduce the risk of a few scattered showers, perhaps Thursday afternoon. Very mild, humid, highs in the upper 70s. And this is Friday. Here comes this next trough. This is the one that's lifting out of the western states. And down below that, the surface low is pretty far north. It's above the Great Lakes in Canada. And the front at midday Friday is from Memphis down to point near College Station, Texas. So Friday will begin to hit the chance of rain harder. This means we could see some rain for the high school football playoff games Friday night. It's round 1. And the big question is Saturday. Now, this run of the GFS is faster. It moves the rain out of here Saturday morning, and this is suggesting Saturday afternoon and Saturday night would be dry for the northern half of Alabama. But not all runs have looked like this, and this is the European at the same time. This is Saturday at 1 o'clock, and it's wet, showing a solid band of showers and storms passing through here. So timing is highly challenging for this weekend rain. No doubt rain becomes likely late Friday, Friday night into Saturday morning. The question is, when does it end? Could the rain linger through Saturday afternoon and Saturday night? It could. But at this point, we'll lean toward a solution of the rain ending at some point during the day Saturday. The Alabama-LSU game is a night game at Bryant-Denny Stadium, and there's no guarantee here. But at the moment, I'd say there is a chance the rain will be out of here by then. Sunday looks like a beautiful day. Sunny, cooler, lower humidity. Dew points come down. Highs will drop in the 60s and lows in the 40s. And this is Monday of next week, a new trough in the west. And for us, we're in a very dry, pleasant air mass. This is the end of the forecast, the middle of next week, Wednesday, November 11th, Veterans Day. And oh boy, we got a negative tilt trough coming at us. And that doesn't look good. That's got a 996 millibar surface low around Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and this would be a severe weather look if this verifies. And understand, this is the fall tornado season, November, December. It is not unusual to have severe weather and tornadoes this time of the year. But again, we stress this is 10 days out, and a lot of things could change, and they will change between now and then. Temperatures off the ensembles, very mild this week, highs in the 70s, lows in the 60s, but next week, much cooler, with highs dropping in the 60s and lows dropping in the 40s, maybe even a couple of days toward mid-month with highs in the 50s. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.